Hey guys, it's Greg from East Coast Dyes, and today is Stringers Tips Saturday. So first off, make sure to check back tomorrow. We're going to be releasing some giveaways on Sunday Funday, and also talking about our Cyber Monday promotion, which I think you all are going to like. It's going to be really cool. So today we're doing one of the more popular Stringers Tips Saturday suggestions, and that is how to string heads with very few sidewall holes. So some of these in the list are the Proton Power, the Nas. The Evo X is probably one of the more popular ones that has not a lot of sidewall holes. So if you have a head that's not like the Rabel or the Clutch or the Lakota or the Stallion or the Blade or all those heads that have a ton of sidewall holes and you're left with the Evo X or one of those heads I just mentioned, you might have a little trouble stringing it if you don't have, a plan to go after it. So the Evo X, for example, has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 holes, but they're kind of lacking where you need them, and that's through this area. So there's very few in there, so it makes it a little more difficult to string. And this is where you need to take all the knowledge that you've learned from my videos, namely how to string all the lacrosse knots. All those lacrosse knots, we'll just say the interlock, single, double, triple, one interlock, two interlock. Those are all the tools you'll need. So you have each of those things at your disposal, and you kind of have to go through a trial and error process, trying them to decide which one is going to work. So, for example, I'll take you through the process with this head. So this is the Evo X. I was going for a mid-low pocket that's nice and channeled, and you can see that is what I have achieved. And it took me a couple tries to get this sidewall pattern because it is a little difficult with the few string holes. So as you know, whenever I'm stringing, I like to interlock the first few holes down very tightly. So you can see we've got an interlock and then an interlock here. This one's not quite as tight as I'd like, but the hole placement doesn't provide you many options. And then an interlock here that pulls that third diamond as tight as I'd like. So the top three are taken care of. They worked out pretty well. Then you get here, and you've got a large gap. And usually what I would like to do to create a mid-low pocket with a channel is interlock this fourth diamond right here down tightly. But you can see it should go about here. We're missing a hole. Down here is a little too far. So we are left in a predicament. So here's where you want to take your knowledge of the lacrosse knots and apply it. So you think, I can't interlock, what else could I do? Well, the next best thing would be to do a one interlock. So you would try out, you'd put a one and then you'd interlock the next one. But when I did that, I found it was a little bit too loose. So then you decide, what else can I do? Well, I could just do a one here and then come all the way down and do a three. And doing that three with just the one here and the three here would pull this next diamond down just tight enough, a little more tightly than a one eye. But a two eye was too loose, so you find something that's in the middle and you go with a one and then you pull the next one down and do a three. So that was the trial and error process there. So basically, when you have few sidewall holes, you just have to take and try some things. So if you've run out of room or you want to do something, you try a one interlock. And if that doesn't work, if it's too tight, then try a two interlock or a two. And if it's too loose, then you can try just a one and pull the next one down very far with a three. So I guess if I give you a scale on how loose things are, a two or a three would be the loosest, then a two eye, then a two, then a one eye, and then a one, and then an interlock. So that is in order from the loosest knots. The knots are going to let the most mesh be released into the pocket to the least. So if you work your way down, you say, well, I've got the channel's not tight enough. I've got too much mesh coming into this area. Well, maybe you want to reduce it from maybe a two interlock to a two, or from a two to a one interlock. So if you guys follow what I'm saying, you just have to do a little try and error with your different knots with the knowledge of which ones are more loose and which ones are going to let more mesh into the pocket, and which ones are going to pull more tightly down the side than others. And you should be able to work your way through these heads with fewer sidewall holes pretty well. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure to let me know what other stringers tips you need down in the comments, because I always like to do the ones that you guys want. Help you guys out the most. Make sure to subscribe for more string videos and tutorials, and have a great